You know how I feel. Ooh, 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 ooh. You know how I feel. You know how I feel. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Test, 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 test. Record. Open. All right, we are. Nope, there you are. There you are.
Tommy, test.
There you are.
Test. Hey.
And how are you doing?
I'm really good. How about you? Are you okay?
I'm good. Yeah.
You're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. Yes.
Oh yeah, your hoop is barely visible.
Oh, weird. Oh, cool. Oh, am I on the moon?
No, you are, and you are. Can y'all hear me? Okay.
Whoa! I didn't know where I was going to be.
You are in Mars. Those are pictures from our rover on Mars right now.
Oh my God, that's really cool. Thank you.
Yeah, and they also have sound recordings from Mars, and it's pretty spooky. It's pretty spooky.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've also heard a track or some tracks that are the planets moving through space.
I think that's bullshit.
Oh my God,
I think that might be BS.
No.
You can hear the planets moving in space.
Yeah, it's a certain frequency that's been distilled.
Okay.
That it is an accurate. Yeah, it's normally it's frequencies that aren't normally audible.
All right. I feel like my mic is kind of low tonight. But do you think it is? Can you hear me okay, y'all? Yeah, I know.
Do you feel like this is a little bit washed out? Not that I normally would complain, but I don't know. Maybe it's just being on Mars.
Do you think you are?
Maybe this is just my Mars tone.
Yeah.
What about you? Hey.
Maybe that's
all right. Hey, we're gonna make this better for you guys.
We are gonna make it better. Let's see
we're gonna
what we
make
can
it better. Ooh.
No.
Well, okay. We don't have to go too
far.
No,
I think let's go back to where it was.
Let's go back.
But maybe we'll turn it down. So maybe
find your way back.
Is that better?
Was anybody ever?
You do look a little washed out tonight. I don't know what that's about.
Why do I look washed out? It's not my fault.
No, it's not your fault.
My fault,
no,
guys.
I look washed out too.
Just like it wasn't your fault if you were a fan of Jefferson Airplane or Starship. It's okay. We understand. We get it.
There we go. Is that better?
That is better, and so maybe I can have more light now because
you
did
the other
so.
thing. Yeah,
okay.
I think
it's just we're learning as we grow, and we're just growing as we learn. Okay, and again, this is cool because it's kind of like I have hula hoops of invisibility around me that are just simultaneous with anything else that we'll do with the hoops. And if we do core hooping, then my hoop is going to be kind of invisible too. The green. I've just been more and more drawn towards green.
There you go. I mean, I don't feel like that's as wiped as washed out. What do you see?
Now it's kind of weird in another way, but
now you're kind of orange and contrasty.
I don't want to be
All right, I got you. I think I know how to fix this.
Okay. There, yeah.
I think I know.
Yeah, I think that's better, Will.
Is that better?
Yeah. That's a whole lot better. Yeah, actually, thank you.
All right. And then we'll tone down the saturate.
No.
Right, and see. Where do you want to be? Where's good?
Maybe it's better if I'm up close.
Say warmer or closer?
No, that's too much. Okay, that's it. Okay, I think that's good.
Okay, all right, we're going to stay right there.
Are we right? Is that good? Okay, sorry, y'all. We're just tinkering. We're just having our beginning of class tinker.
Yeah, totally.
We're just getting into our energy field and like feeling it and, moving into it. I've got some mint tea. I would love to advocate for mint tea. This one, in another moment of recommendations, has spearmint in it as well as peppermint. That's awesome.
Okay.
I love spearmint. Tom, what are your feelings about spearmint? Do you have any 70s memories of spearmint gum?
No, I used to smoke menthol, so I was kind of
would you consider menthol spearmint?
I don't know. That's kind
of going out on a limb. That's taking a step.
Yeah.
Quite a step. Did you ever chew double mint gum?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Now I think that
was mostly a big red guy though. Honestly.
You were what, peppermint?
I was mostly a big red guy. Yeah, I was pretty loyal. And then I realized that was when I started smoking pot, Big Red was too much for me, and I switched to smaller pieces.
Too much burning sensation.
Yeah. I was in college.
You would just.
What's that?
You would just nibble off a little piece of.
I would either cut Big Red into quarters. No, I'd either cut it into quarters or.
Cutting the little red.
It was too much. It was too
much.
Living room
table.
No, it was
on
just
a mirror.
It was too much, man. Yeah, no, it's just like.
Just don't chew too much Big Red. at whatever you do.
Yeah, no, I used to chew gum constantly. Yeah.
Did that go along with the ecstasy that you were consuming?
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I mean, rave. You talked about being a rave kid. We're honest.
We're
here.
describing my freshman year of
college.
y'all.
Yes. No. It was not. You were a good kid. You were give yourself credit. You were
What's
a good
that?
Kid. You were a good kid.
When I was a freshman?
Yeah.
I was good.
You
I just had never partied before, and I got it all out of my system in 1 year.
Tom was one of those very sheltered, minister's children. That's very tough.
All
You're
right.
like sheltered. Then it's like,
no one cares. We are.
What? No.
You
this
think
is
people, do you think
fascinating
people care
and
about this
insight
right
about
now?
you, and people have
Oh,
this experience
okay.
too. Y'all know.
My whole life changed when I went to college, and honestly, I don't, never mind.
No, tell us. Come on, Bob. Go spill it.
Well, I think for some of us, can y'all hear me okay? I can't tell if we're loud enough tonight.
Tell us. Jackie earlier said that she could hear us both.
Okay.
So hopefully that's still true.
I tell people all this time, but I was born on Main Street, America.
Tom's
In fact,
running for
I was
office
born
now.
on like 1950s Main Street, America. And so all of the rebellion that I did was to a Main Street. So I had like lame rebellion even.
Aww.
Because okay, I'll give you
wasn't a
this.
city kid.
For people that know old school television, my rebellion was wanting to be Alex Keaton from Family Ties.
Can't you just see it? I can
Like
totally
my
see the
rebellion
parallel.
wasn't to be a bad guy. I at one point told people I wanted to become a lawyer so I could bust unions. Seriously, like that. It didn't last very
was
long.
like
It was a
young,
short phase
young
of my life.
Republican
But
in high school with like a jacket and tie.
so when you're born that sort of indoctrinated and programmed, even without realizing, like none of us on Main Street even realize we've been programmed, then sometimes it takes like a psychedelic experience to break you, to just have enough force to eject you from that orbit, just to break the gravity of that.
Amen.
And so that is what psychedelics did for me when I was 18 years old. It broke me out of what probably would have been a very unrewarding life. But I don't know. Who knows? No,
let's give back. I've got to give Bax due credit. He was not really a young Republican. Bax is not and never has been that guy.
That, like I said,
he
that
was
phase,
play acting maybe a little bit that role
that
as a
phase,
rebellion
yeah,
against
no,
his.
that phase
very,
did not last long.
Yeah.
That was, no.
I wanted to give him his due, but it's
No,
still.
I worked on campaigns when I was in high school.
Which campaigns?
Before I could vote. Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh no. Okay, sorry. Well, you brought it up. Sorry.
Well, I'll tell you what it was. I'm not ashamed, and I don't want to lose viewers. If you're on the other side, that's totally fine.
Well, we're talking about
We're
when
not
you were in
gonna
high
talk
school,
politics.
Thomas.
My first campaign was Dukakis Benson.
Yeah, I love Dukakis, man. That was
Yeah.
the first. That
No,
was the first election I voted in.
Yeah, no, I was in love with Michael Dukakis.
Oh, he had a lot to be recommended. It gets lost in the wash of history, but
Yeah.
he really did have a lot on
All
the
right,
ball.
we should get going.
No, man. I'm
I
sorry.
will say
we can
that,
talk about anything.
unfortunately, if you ever want to look this up, no matter what side you are on politically, the Dukakis
more than two.
campaign was where a figure named Lee Atwater came into play, and
Evil.
politics was never the same after that.
Yeah.
And
Kind of the beginning of
it
the
had been
end.
ugly before, but if you want to know how politics got so bad, it was the Dukakis campaign, and it was a guy named Lee Atwater, and I'm sure it was on both sides, but
Yeah.
just look it up.
Political
All right.
history. Yeah. It's fascinating stuff. But God bless y'all. Do we have a theme? Will we have?
What's that?
We have a.
No, I want us to just go ahead and
a-
hoop. I feel like we've tortured the audience long enough.
We are not torturing. We are just being ourselves.
Okay.
But we want to talk about the three-eyed lion. Okay.
All right, let's make a third eye class.
Okay. I
Let's
love
do
it.
it.
Actually, I love that idea.
All right, we're going to do a third eye class. Let's
Third
go
eye.
ahead, let's go ahead and get hooping.
Yes.
I feel like I've...
aka the pineal gland, the location of the pineal gland.
Okay, this is as loud as it can get, so. Audible breath in. For what it's worth, I believe in balance. I'm okay with the multi-party system. I'm okay with different beliefs among different groups. Because I believe it's a kind of balance. I believe less in political parties and more in a collection of ideas. Wow. That's okay. We'll get it. Yeah, no, it's okay. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Audible breath in. Right? Okay. All right. Yeah, that was old school.
Deep cut. That was a truly deep HoopPath cut. And we used to, remember that exercise we used to do?
Yeah, yeah. Well, that wasn't.
do it?
We didn't do it to that exercise. Although we could do that exercise.
Why
now,
not? We should do that exercise to one of those tracks.
Yeah. I just want to say something very quickly because, and then we'll never. I don't really like to ever talk about politics, but I want you to understand something about me. I believe if we are going to be in a democratic system that represents millions and millions of people, that we need more than one party. Like, I believe in that. So I don't want to eliminate, and I don't judge people who are in the other party unless it's some kind of fanatical crazy party. But, you know, I believe in democracy, and I believe that if we're realistically going to have a coherent society, that we have to listen to different parts and different opinions. So I don't hate on anyone, and it's why I don't like to talk about it, because you and I, even no matter what side of the aisle you were on, we probably have so much more in common. And if we want to talk about issues, we can choose to talk about that between us, right? And then we can learn about each other. But it makes it a lot harder to judge the other side when you actually know them first, and then you hear about their views. Anyway.
Bax does a lot of reading, and he also always votes, as do I. So I think that there's a lot to be said for simply, reading a lot of different points of view tends to give you a more accurate picture of what's going on.
Right. Okay. Enough. Let's hoop. What were we talking about doing, though? We were going to do something just now. Oh, do you want to do that?
Should
we do that exercise?
It was like a 3.5-minute song. I think we should do the flute exercise and
All
bring
right,
it
we
back.
haven't done this one. It's not a flute.
Bring it on back.
Oh, I know which one you're talking
Bring
about.
The flute sway.
Yeah. How did I don't remember how I used to find that.
Oh, how you would find the track?
Yeah.
But you remember what you would do.
Yeah, I remember. I think it's this one.
This is going to be fun, y'all. This is like, we're talking 2006, 2007.
I can't tell if this is the one. All right,
Exercise.
we're going to do a track, y'all. So we're going to do an exercise. Grab your hoop. It's going to be kind of a... Maybe it's... I think it's this track. It's been a million... Yeah, that's it. Yeah, there are, but... Okay, so here's what Anna and I are talking about. And you can do this with or without a hoop, and you don't have to pick up your... But the idea of this track and this exercise is that you do sort of wispy, breathy type movements. And the idea is that you listen to the flute and you move as your body translates. But slow. I'm moving fast. Let's... Okay, so Anne is pointing out that... Okay. Okay, so, all right, so Anne is pointing out some things that I left out, y'all, and I'm sorry. Okay. Anne is bringing up, she's reminding me that when we used to do this, you would move for the length of the breath and then stop. You move with the sound of the flute, and then when the flute would pick back up, then you would move. So it's like everything I just said, except adding like the cue of the music. Yeah, I don't know if I can... I think this is it. Oh, I remember where it is. Yeah. Yeah, here we go.
Okay. Yeah, we're just switching up the tracks.
Sorry, Al, I forgot.
There's a slower one that the slowness is key. It's really and the pausing
I think it's
and the
this one.
silences between.
Okay. I want you to demo this, and then if I found the wrong one, I'm going to switch to the right one. Actually, yeah, it's this. Yeah. All right, let's try it again. We'll do this song. Sorry, we're kind of ruining this, aren't we?
We are going to do this.
Audible breath in. Yeah, this is it. I'm moving with each breath of the flute. Audible breath in. When he stops, you stop. Open. I love this exercise. I forgot about it. shirt's perfectly green. And is Mars. Well, thank you, Anne, for reminding me of that one. I forgot about that exercise. That's why I got confused, because we used to do a sway exercise that was a lot like that one, but it was Tibetan bowls.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of at first.
Yeah, and so I forgot about that. Was sort of predated that one, so it took me a minute to find the song.
Well, as soon as I heard that flute song, I just remembered those exercises and how much I love them. So thank you. And I was feeling my third eye at the end there, balanced on my third eye.
Actually, that wouldn't be. Maybe we should.
Third eye.
Yeah, we should do a third eye thing.
Yes.
Yeah, let's do a third eye deal. Okay.
We've got a
Oh wow, nice. And
tri-eyed lion. Tri-eyed.
You know,
triocular.
One of the things about yin yang that maybe if you don't know already, well, wait a second.
Oh, yeah, we got some echo. That
we
is
got some
quite
feedback.
An image.
One of the things, if you don't know this about yin yang, of course it's a really ancient philosophy, but it's not like just so that like there's always white and there's always black, or always light and always dark, and they balance each other. It's more that you can imagine like a mountain, and the sun rises, so one side of the mountain is lit while the other side is dark, and then as the sun moves across, they reverse. And so it's not that there's light and dark, it's that what was once light is now dark, right? And so it's this idea of, a balance that is much more fluid and less concrete than we're kind of used to in Western world.
And you can see in the image how it's whirling. It's dynamic. The white and the black aren't standing permanently apart. They're continually whirling together and sort of taking the place of one another. And there's also the dot of each of the opposite in each, which I love about that symbol.
Oh, I got you a little low there. Okay. Let's do some third eye hooping here.
Third eye hooping.
Yep. All right. And I'll go ahead and press play on the music because I know we've been. So we're gonna start kind of based on a My Dan story, where Anna hangs the hoop from her head and then waits for the wind to move the hoop. Now, in the story, she hangs it from her third eye, kind of like Anne is doing there. And she's doing this because Saza, the Illuminated, has told her to go and be with your hoop and listen to the wind. So Na places the hoop on her third eye and she lets it hang. I don't really know where she is. She is wherever you see her to be. And she's sitting there and nothing's happening. And Saza's observing her and she says, "Nah, don't wait, feel. Don't wait, feel." If you can find yourself in a place of feeling, this can become a really enlightening way to hoop dance, to do this kind of third eye hang. And of course, there's no rules in hooping. I can engage the hoop with my hands or my legs or whatever. Audible breaths in. I do have a headband on. I don't know if that makes this easier. Okay. You have any thoughts, Ian?
Yes, I tried to stay with the third eye for a lot of the time. Excuse me, with a static third eye.
Mm-hmm.
So I was leaning back a lot. But then I started slowly into a revolution trying to head hoop, but really slow. Kind of, trying to stall on the third eye if I could. And that was a really good way to wrap it up. And so I highly recommend that if you've been doing the static and you want to get it started. But it was definitely, I'm just so much, my tolerance for dizziness isn't what it was. I don't know. Do you find that to be true?
It isn't what it was. My tolerance for dizzy is better.
Oh.
Yeah, no, hooping really changed my ability to spin a lot.
Well, mine did before, but I'm saying I haven't been spinning as much. I used to spin constantly for I used to spin.
Okay, I think let's try a little head hooping.
Head hooping.
Yeah.
Heads up.
We're going to do it from a place of stalls, though. And, if this isn't for you, you don't have to do it. Do you need a bandana, Ann? Do you want something to... Okay.
I'm going to just do the head hooping with my bigger hoop. Make it a little easier.
Okay. This is how I'm going to invite you to get into a stall tonight. I'm going to invite you to turn with the hoop and then place it on your third eye, this high spot or wherever feels comfortable. Don't freak out if it moves from there and just go with it. So I'll show you what this looks like. I'm going to turn, bring the hoop on, and then if I start to get dizzy, I'm just going to let it go down into penny and then roll out of it. So I'm turning.
And notice how he's taking a bunch of small steps. You can take small steps. You don't have to take huge steps, but try to make sure your steps are equal.
Yeah.
One step forward, one step back. So you're kind of making a yin yang with your steps. Perfect. Beautiful. Yeah. And that's a nice image to get your spin nice and tight like that, like back to centered. Getting in the center, you notice that he was staying in one center. I often talk to people. Sometimes you're kind of all over the floor but don't realize it. But if you can really get into the feet, you can stay there in one spot. You can, Bax is maybe looking up at the ceiling, spotting. You can also do that. That can help you stay in one place. Yeah, actually nicely with the third eye stall.
If you can't do the third eye stall, try the midnight stall where you're putting the hoop on the back. It's kind of hard to do with my mic, but I'm going to put the hoop on the back of my neck, and then I'm just going to try to stall, and I don't have to go for the record. I don't have to do sustained spinning. I can just do a few stalls, and I'm turning with it like this. And then I can do that from the head. That was the neck. This is the head here. I'm just going to do the same thing. Then this is a 6 a.m. stall. This is a 6 a.m.
They don't even know you're doing this in slides. That's like wild.
6 p.m.
Maybe we should offer a raffle prize for anybody who can guess how many pairs of slides Bax actually owns.
All right, let's put some music on and see if we can bring everybody else in this. I love it. Doing head hooping to R&B is like my favorite thing, so that's what we're gonna do.
Never met another like me, nothing like me.
Nice.
Never met a nigga so clean, a nigga so clean. Never met another like me, nothing like me. Never met a nigga so clean, a nigga so clean. I'll get strapped for you if I shawty do or die. Shawty risk my life, girl you worth the hype. I'll get strapped for you if I all truth, no lies. Shorty ride or die, just you or die. Your secrets are safe for me. Together and if we leave, I don't have insecurities. Nobody not give you the same feeling. I don't care about so and so. Hold you down like a holding on. You're mine now and I am yours. Nobody not give me the same feeling. No, let me lead you. Let me show you off if you need me. I'll be there, of course. Let me teach you. You deserve a boss. If we don't make it, at least I put you. Never met another like me, nothing like me. Never met a nigga so clean, a nigga so clean. Never met another like me, nothing like me. Never met a nigga so clean, a nigga so clean. I'll run up a check for you if I got to. I'll make sure you're taken care of, girl, I got you. Let me take you somewhere different if you want to. Shawty, this your only chance to when you want to. They say biosexual, it's more than your physical. When you're around me, it's spiritual. Nobody not give you the same feeling. Low key, always on my toes. If they try you, I let it go. Don't wanna have to, but girl, just know. Nobody not give me the same feeling, no. Never will, cause you ain't in my life for no reason. Wanna be your inspiration through conversation. Going deeper, my devotion is you chosen. Hold my actions, give you hope and motivation. Never met another like me, nothing like me. Never met a nigga so clean, a nigga so clean. Never met another like me, nothing like me. Never met a nigga so clean, a nigga so clean. I'll get strapped for you if I shawty do or die. Shawty risk my life, girl you worth the hype. I'll get strapped for you if I all truth, no
That's an old one. That's an old school one. Or not old school to me, anyway.
Yeah, this one I don't remember, but I love it. Woo! Yeah, see, I keep getting to the edge of dizziness, but just the edge. And I
Okay.
stopped and jumped up and down, which is one good home remedy. So try
Should-
that if you got any dizziness from as a result of that.
Do you think we should? I was going to do one more dizzy thing though.
No. Thank you. No.
We shouldn't do
I'm
any
just
more
going to be
dizzy.
oppositional. I'm just going to have oppositional defiant
Sweet.
disorder.
That's cool. That's cool.
Sorry if that was...
Well, maybe we shouldn't do any more dizzy things.
I can't quite handle it, I don't think.
Let's try some balance. Let's do the opposite of dizzy.
Balancy. Yes. I love it.
All right. We're going to talk a little bit about axle spins. This might be kind of hard to do with although I respect the challenge of... We're going to start off with this balance. In HoopPath we call this the bow balance, but it doesn't really matter. I recommend that you look to the opposite side of the hoop. But you can look towards the near side if that's what's comfortable. It makes my eyes cross. It makes me feel uncomfortable. This is a 2-point balance. This is when I'm using 2 points of contact and my hands are kind of at the corners of the square. If you can imagine a square inside the hoop, my hands are kind of at the corners of that square. So there's 2 ways to do these hand walks, and one I think is maybe not easier, but it's simpler to get, and that is where you're going to balance the hoop on one hand and then knock it with the other hand. So it's going to be like this. I'm holding it with my right hand, and I'm just going to give it a little bit of a push and then see if I can stop it, like after one turn or whatever. And then if I want to, like if it's on the back of my hand, I can give it a turn and then kind of see how many of those turns I can get. But the bottom hand holds the hoop, and then I turn it. That's the one hand. It is? I don't think so. I love this. Yeah, that's it. So I'm here. So this is method number 1. I'm holding the hoop here, and let's just see if I can spin it on my hand, fingers, back of the wrist, whatever. I'll switch. And I can go into my 2-point just to keep it a little graceful. And then here's the second way. I'm going to give you a chance to practice both of these. The second way is that you go into 2-point, and just like your hands switch positions when you're doing it in 2-point technique here, your fingers, when you make this walk, my right hand fingers are pointing towards this back wall. My left hand fingers are pointing towards you guys. And after I pull this move off, they'll be switched. So I'm holding 2 points of contact through this one. There. Not doing too good there. I guess it's been a minute since I've done these. There we go. And then, like all the balance stuff that we do, if you push up into it a little bit, it lightens the hoop for a second, and it'll give you a chance to move your hands around. Yeah, I'm wondering if we're like live. I'm kind of... right, so we're trying balance and this roll. I love the feel of this technique. It's very contact ball, this technique. Like you have to get used to the feeling of something you're trying to hold up move in your hands. My second current is a lot weaker than my first current in doing this, though. This is my second current. Yeah, my second current is just not as good. I mean, I can get it, but my first current is definitely a lot better. Yeah, you got that one? Doing a little Miles Davis balance right now. Yeah, did you get it?
Zip, zap, zap. Yeah, I was definitely feeling a lot more as we went on with that one. That has really been hard for me. Those axis spins on the palm or the back of the hand. But I'm determined. I have a fresh determination after tonight's class to conquer this spin.
Sweet.
Balancing spin.
Sweet. Tonight's class has kind of been all over the place.
Like kind of like the third eye of the lion.
That's true.
Is that going to be your tattoo? It's going to be for your big birthday coming up.
Yeah. What do you think? Like, would it look cool if it was
just just like a third eye, just like a lion's eye.
I think it's cool, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't come up with it.
You credit the artist. Just tattoo the artist's signature right here. Just zoop.
All right, I want to listen to a song that I can't even remember what it sounds like, but I remember that I did a video to this back when you used to do videos.
Yeah, we did. Bax and I have been reviewing some of these old videos.
Yeah, so this is an old song.
They're
It might take
very
a second for it to
long.
load, but this will be our free hoop. Thank you guys for joining me.
Free hoop.
I will be back
Thank y'all.
on Saturday. Yeah, I will,
Yep.
I will
Saturday
be here
morning,
Saturday. Are you
I'll
going to
be
be
here.
here? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm leaving the
Um,
22nd for, the holiday times.
Cool. All right, well, we will free hoop from here.
Yeah.
I really can't remember this song at all, but I remember I loved it for a period. This might be kind of a high energy, now that I think about it. One, two. Maybe this is too chill. No, let's keep it. Let's keep it. Yeah, here we go. Hey, Rita. I was into some really weird stuff. Like, it's cool. I remember liking it. I'm not gonna hate on it now. I liked it. And I was definitely
We
going through
used to
it.
have classes where you would try to make it the weirdest songs of all. Bring it back. Bring it back.
This might be one of them.
It's like some sort of experimental early 90s something. Hey, hey.
Okay, let's I don't know who is still here, but let's chill it out for those that are. Yeah, this will be our last song, our cool down song.
Like a mirror, you see right through. When I wanna hide the truth, and it's like you know it all. A reflection on the wall. Like a mirror, like a
And got something cool on. Nice! Nice. And it's on video. You're welcome, Amanda. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Rita, for stopping in. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Jackie.
Thank y'all. This was really fun. Yeah, really fun. Love balancing. Love the third eye.
Wow.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations.
Happy
Turning
birthday,
21.
Jennifer's son.
Yeah. I'm sure he'll always be your baby, but today he's also your man.
Oh my God, 21.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. We'll free hoop from here or call it a green screen it from here. Thank you guys.